But a great day to get outdoors here, and if you have some bagpipes, why not take them outside?
Yeah, right. Very mild weather as temperatures have been around or above record territory yesterday at the Sunport. Partly sunny, and we had a high temperature of 75 degrees, breaking the old record of 74 degrees back in 1918, 16 degrees warmer than average. So a very mild day yesterday, and this morning we have dropped to 41. Meanwhile, 28. That's a pretty mild morning for Alamosa standards. 51 in Las Vegas, 44 Roswell, 15 Ruidoso, and look at that, 55 in Clayton. Those downsloping warming winds have returned. At the freezing mark in Gallup, as well as Cortez, 50 at the T or C. 43 in Alamogordo, a little bit on the chilly side of things. Looking at Ski Santa Fe, 36 degrees and winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Snow on the ground from the snow guns. If you look closely enough, we do have some clouds way off in the distance, but generally we are seeing them passing on through very high up in the atmosphere, and they're streaming on through the Northeast Highlands to the Jemez Mountains, all the way through the Gila National Forest. Even some greens trying to pop up, signifying maybe some drizzle just to the south of Gallup. I think a lot of that not reaching the ground at all. Some passing clouds as well, moving closer to Roswell. So likely a beautiful sunrise to be seen this morning. A little bit cloudier around sunset, so I think it may be a little bit too overcast for a beautiful sunset. But because of broken clouds in eastern New Mexico, I think they'll have a better chance of a nice sunset. Either way, beneath these clouds, hardly if any rainfall. Again, maybe a couple sprinkles at best off in the western areas. As those upper level winds go up and over and down the mountains, they'll kind of sink, they'll compress, they'll warm up the atmosphere with breezier conditions, especially in the eastern highlands today, up to potentially 30, close to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. Not super breezy, but with very dry and very mild weather, there is that elevated fire threat, maybe some patchy blowing dust as well in the Clines Corners area to Encino and Vaughn and around Santa Rosa and Fort Sumner. Highs in the upper 70s and low 80s in those locations. Carlsbad, very warm. In Albuquerque, very mild as well. In temperatures in the high 50s and 60s to the Four Corners with clearer conditions by the later parts of the afternoon. Your old daily record high temperature in Carlsbad is 88. 88 degrees, the forecast high today. Roswell about 83. I think we'll at least tie a record. And Hobbs, your old record 75, likely reaching 82 or so. Very likely smashing that record. Portales 82, Deming 81. So 80s widespread in southern and eastern New Mexico. But then a cold front will march its way through. Very strong upper-level southwesterly winds will be kind of leading up until this low-pressure system starts to approach late Sunday to Monday. Bring in some moisture, but the core of the moisture will be with the core of the storm in the intermittent Rocky Mountain regions. So, yeah, not much in the way of any rain or any snow, for that matter, south and east of Albuquerque. Albuquerque, late Sunday to Monday, we may get a little bit of rain. Some mountain snow will start to pile up, though, in the San Juan Mountain peaks in the northern Sangre de Cristo Mountains. From Raton, Clayton, all the way to Tucumcari, high 50s and 60s on Monday, 70s in southeast New Mexico as of this point. Along the Rio Grande Valley, 50s and 60s and 40s in places like Durango and the higher elevations around Purgatory, Wolf Creek. To the northern mountains of New Mexico, snow will fall. Maybe a few inches in the Enchanted Circle, the Jemez Mountains around the Ski Santa Fe Basin, maybe a little bit of snow. But, yeah, just north of Chama into the Wolf Creek area, we could be seeing at least a foot of snow. Not much in the way of any snow in the lowlands, and not much in the way of any rainfall for that matter as well. Either way, wet to wintry conditions in places like Durango, as well as even around the Alamosa area. Cold morning temperatures, Farmington, Gallup, and Cuba. Highs in the mid to upper 60s. Temperatures will drop Sunday to next week. Socorro, Silver City, Alamogordo, passing clouds. Very warm in the short term, but cooler Sunday to next week. Ruidoso, Clovis, Lovington, Hobbs, all the way to Clayton, and even around the Santa Rosa, Mora area. Temperatures very close or even around, if not breaking, record territory. From the Enchanted Circle to Santa Fe, enjoy the warmth. It won't last. Next week, a different pattern will be in store. Moriarty, Edgewood, Cedar Crest. To from Rio Rancho, Belen, the west side, Albuquerque. Temperatures mostly reaching the high 60s and 70s today. Tomorrow into Saturday. Sunday will cool off. And next week, all the way through the end of November, looking a little bit wet, wintry, and much cooler compared to what we have been seeing, but more seasonable for this time of year, David. Yeah. Seasonable.
There's the old November that we know and love right there come Wednesday of next week.
Yeah. So,
took a while to get here.
Yeah, we'll take it as we get closer to Thanksgiving. But yeah, if you guys want to go on a hike, go on a run, go on a walk, well, enjoy it while you can.
There you go. Make it happen.
Right.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ryan.